Hi, my name is Patricia Hatfield, and this is the second session of my program for you, which is Our World of Music. Today I want to share with you about African music, and the thing that I think is the most important thing to recognize is that every culture on the entire planet Earth, every culture has music. It has rhythm, it has dance, it has song. As human beings, that's part of our expression. And when I thought about bringing African music to you, I realized, oh my goodness, Africa is 52 different countries. And within those countries, many different tribes and clans and languages. I looked up just native languages to get a sense of how many native languages there are in Africa, and it's somewhere between 1,500 and 2,500, so say 2,000 native languages in Africa. And then just in Nigeria, when they talk about the different kinds of languages in Nigeria, they said there's up to 500 languages. So you can imagine the variety of music and the variety of musical instruments throughout Africa. So I wanted just to share with you my experience, which comes from the teachers that I've had. So my first African drumming teacher, his name was Kwaku Dadi. He's from Ghana and West Africa, and I don't think he still teaches there, but he used to teach at San Francisco State College. And the very first drum that I ever got, I got from him. He had, he had somewhere around probably 20 drums that he had imported, and they were sitting in his garage, which is where I studied the drumming. And I said, I really want to have my own drum. And he said, well, you have to try all the drums. So I tried them all. And this is the one I chose. And he said, that is funny. He said, that's the drum. He had just done a program for a corporation for executives and people, staff and employees. And he said, that's the drum that they all picked. And part of the reason for that is the deep sound. So this is called a djembe. D-J-E-M-B-E, djembe. And it's, as you can see the shape of it, it's done from one piece of wood. It's carved from a tree, and I don't know if you can see the carving on it. It's beautiful carving. And then the skin on the head is goat skin, and which is it's a fairly thin skin, can give you a fairly high sound on the drum. And when people in Africa make these drums, they make them from a sacred space. So in other words, they honor the goat and thank the goat for the skin that they use, and they honor the tree and thank the tree. So there's a connection to nature through the drums that are made in Africa like this. So this was the one that I got from Kwaku Dadi. I'm not going to do a lot of drumming. Unfortunately, I injured my wrist. It's getting better. It'll be fine in a few weeks. But I just wanted to share with you this drum. And so I'm going to play the deep sound of the drum first. So you can see it has a really nice deep sound. And then the edge of the drum has a higher sound. So again, this was the very first drum that I got. When I learned from my very first African drum teacher, Kwaku Dadi, he taught me to play a very simple rhythm, and it was a rhythm that I played for 3 months straight, and I practiced every night, and I had private lessons from him, and this is basically what I learned. Christy and I will show you on the drum, and then I'll show you how to do it on your lap. So the left hand was in the middle of the drum, and the right hand was on the edge, and it was just bass, tone, this. So Christy will keep playing that, and we're going to put that on our legs so that we can keep the rhythm together. So it goes left, right, yeah. So that rhythm is a walking beat. It's an underlying rhythm for many, many, many rhythms around the world. And it's the first rhythm that my African teacher taught me. Now, one of the things in Africa is the music is based on polyrhythm. And polyrhythm means many, many rhythms. So one drum would play like what she's playing, and another drum might play another rhythm. So I want you to keep this rhythm going, but on my drum, I might play a different rhythm that goes with hers. So there would be one rhythm on another drum, and usually a third rhythm on a different drum. And then there are different instruments, percussion instruments, that are played also. And this is called an agogo bell. It has two different sounds. This one actually is from Ghana, and it sounds like this. And there's different styles, different pitches. So you might have two people playing, and the second one would sound like this. And another instrument that you would find in Ghana is shekere. Sometimes these are very large gourds. It's made from a gourd with seeds, and it can either be played like this, or you can play it like this. And again, notice that it's going to be a different rhythm. So you've got your rhythm going, and then I'm going to put another rhythm with it. So that's another rhythm, and then somebody might be playing sticks, which would be to another rhythm. And then if you can come back to your thighs, let's keep that rhythm going. Good. And sometimes it seems like this is playing the same rhythm over and over again, but it's a wonderful way to begin to embody the rhythm. So the rhythm becomes a part of you. And after 3 months of doing this rhythm, every day practicing, I started to get, no matter what, I could hold this rhythm. And that's one of the joys of African drumming and African music, is the rhythm gets into your body. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Okay, thank you. My second African drum teacher was Onye Onyemachi, and he is from Nigeria. He lives here in Santa Rosa. He's a master drummer and a master dancer, and he is also a spiritual leader, and leads village drum circles, which are just wonderful. He brings people together to drum together as though we were in a village. It's very beautiful. I wanted to read something about what he has said in a book called The Drum voice of the village, he tells the story of his own village, where the drum was the heart of the people, beating out the message of a new birth, mourning the passing of an ancestor, dancing the joy of new love. The drum was always vibrating, speaking the emotions that connected the people of the village with each other. And that really is what is available when people drum together in a drum circle. It's a wonderful experience. The next piece of music that I'm going to play for you is from Nigeria. It's called Eshe Eyele, and the translation that I saw is that it means the song of the dove, and the notation said that the feeling of the dove being in the jungle with maybe the dangers of the animals around. So I'd like you to just listen to this piece of music and see if you can hear the polyrhythms that we had talked about. So there's a layer of one drum, and then the second drum comes in, and then a third drum comes in. And again, this is a piece from Nigeria. So that first drum you can hear. And here comes the second drum. Kind of move to the rhythm. I think just naturally we start to move, feel the rhythm and move. And if you want to keep the rhythm on your thighs, it might feel good. And here comes the third drum. Improvising that top drum. And you can hear how all of the rhythms come together to make one piece. There is so much music in Africa. Music from the 52 countries and all the different tribes and clans, and but I'm picking this first piece from Nigeria because I had a drumming teacher from Nigeria, and I'm picking this next piece from Ghana because I had a drum teacher, Kwaku Dadi, from Ghana. And this one you'll hear has many more layers of drums and other instruments and voice. Okay, this is music from Ghana, and the name of the piece is Wo Mawu, which is praise to God. So you can kind of start to feel the rhythm in your body, just kind of moving around a little bit. Yeah, African music is for dancing, moving, singing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the rhythm on. You and I are going to put the rhythm onto our legs just the way we did before. So that left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And now Christy's going to put it on the drum. And we're going to play a little softer so we can hear the music. There we go. So you can hear all the left
love about playing music with Patricia, first of all, I didn't grow up in a musical family, so I never thought I had any sense of rhythm or anything. And so I still have so much to learn, but I get to play with Patricia, and whether it's the lively, high energy music that we just did, which for me is kind of like life sometimes. Life is very high energy, fast paced, so much going on, sometimes a lot of stress. And then on the other side, Patricia has all these wonderful ways of helping us to calm down, to help us move from perhaps a stressful day into a very calm and tranquil mindset. And that's what she's going to do with us now, is lead us through some breathing and humming, which I find to be really relaxing and very therapeutic and helpful.
We're going to begin a relaxation session. So this is an opportunity to let our bodies relax and let ourselves kind of feel ourselves calming down. We've done some pretty fast African drumming and listening to different instruments, and so this is the opportunity to really come back into ourselves and relax. First thing I'd like to do is play the Tibetan bowl for you. This is a singing bowl. It's made from 9 different metals, and it's a very beautiful sound. And I'd like to just take a minute to listen to the sound. And take a deep breath in, breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Here we go, breathing in and exhaling through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in and out. And a few more deep breaths. And as you exhale, feel your body relax. Feel yourself on the chair that you're sitting on. Feel yourself just relax into the chair. Feel your feet on the floor. Just connect in your body and wherever you are. So a few more breaths in and out. And in and out. And just take a few more minutes to breathe. I'm going to play the Tibetan bowl while we breathe. A few more breaths in and out, and in, and out. Good. So breathing is one of the ways that we have to really relax ourselves, and particularly on the exhale. This time I'm going to have you sigh, so I'll demonstrate for you. I breathe in through my nose and then sigh. Ah, so relaxing. So try it with me. Take a breath in. Ah, good. And one more time. Ah, great. And making sound in our bodies is one of the ways that we can relax also. So we're going to hum, and humming is simply having your lips together, and then, but not hard, not tight, but kind of loose, and then just making the sound So we're going to hum. I'll demonstrate. I'm going to breathe through my nose and just hum. It's a very internal sound. It does not need to be loud. It's a sound that goes inside of you. The sound actually travels through your bones when you hum, and it helps to relax your nerves. So we're going to hum just for, maybe even a minute or less, and breathe as often as you need to. So I'll play the bowl and we'll do some humming. Breathing in through the nose and humming. And you may need to do a higher pitch or a lower pitch, but do keep it on the same pitch as you hum. So I'll try it at a higher pitch. Last one, breathing in and humming. And take a few deep breaths, relaxing. Good. I'd like to show you a couple of ways again to help to bring your body into a centering position. So this is an exercise actually from Tibet. I played a Tibetan bowl for you. We bring the arms up and only go as far as is comfortable. So you bring your arms up and hands together, and then bring the hands down to the heart, and then out from the heart. Separate the hands, bring them back to the shoulders, and then into your lap. Good. And as we go up, we're going to make the sound O. So going up is O. O. Coming down to the heart is Ah. Ah. And out from the heart is Hum. Hum. And then the hands separate, come back to the shoulders, and then into your lap. And then take a breath in and out. Good. And then breathing in, we'll go up. Oh. Ah. Hum. Bringing the hands back and into the lap, and take another deep breath. And one more. Here we go. Tibetans always do things in threes. So either 3, 6, 9. So we've done 2. So here's the third one going up. Oh. Ah. Hum. And one final deep breath. Wonderful. Okay, and finally I'm going to end. We're relaxed, but I'm going to bring us back to a little energy for the rest of your day. So there's 3 places that you can tap on your body. There are energy centers in our bodies, and one is right under the collarbone. So if you can feel your collarbone, there's kind of a big bump, and then the collarbone is there. bring your fingers down underneath the collarbone, below the collarbone. So you'll feel your muscles there. And what we're going to do is take 3 breaths and tap. So your tapping is just light, very lightly, just tap there and take 3 breaths. Good. And again, it's very light. Okay, and the second place that we're going to tap is right on the breastbone. That's the one that comes down right in the center of your chest. You can use both hands just with your fingers. We're going to tap here and take 3 breaths. So tapping lightly, breathing in. And again. Good. And the very last place that we're going to tap is just right on your ribs. You can kind of see where I am here. We're going to tap just kind of on the edge of the ribs, okay? So tapping here, and again lightly, and again, and last time. Good. And then just letting your hands relax, we'll take another deep breath and sigh to complete. Here we go. Good. So thank you very much for joining me today. I look forward to the next session, which will happen next week on Tuesday at 3:30, and have a wonderful rest of your day.